Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do a Capricorn reading today for November 2nd to 5th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And I want to give a shout out to all my viewers, all the new viewers, all the returning viewers, and all the subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that too. Okay, we're going to cut the deck for Capricorn. For Capricorn. Calling upon the universe. What does Capricorn need to hear today? What does Capricorn need to hear today? All right. All right, Capricorn, bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck's the Hangman, Major Arcana. All right, this is about taking a time out, Capricorn. You know, getting a different perspective on things. Just take a time out. Giving up resistance, surrendering, like quit trying to resist things and going with the flow. Going with the flow of the water. And then when you're done, you'll have a whole new perspective on life. All right, Capricorn, that's about taking a time out. Present situation, 5 of Cups, disappointment. Okay, so these are the times that you have not won. You've been disappointed in love. You've been disappointed at work. You've been disappointed in general. All right, well, these were the lessons the universe given you so that you know how not to do it, okay? And if you keep focusing on it, you know, it'll just get bigger. So just take them as lessons. Everybody has them. All right, that's why maybe it's time to take a time out, right? Quit resisting things and then go with the flow, okay? And just use these as learning lessons. All right, your challenge is Venus and Aries, 4 of Wands, completion. All right, Capricorn, this means, you know, you got a great reputation. You've taken some skill of yours to the top. You've mastered some skill. And you're the best at it, and people admire you for it. But as you can see, the ram's head of Aries and the doves of Venus and the flames, nothing goes by these rings in this deck, right? It's completion. You've taken it to the top. There's nowhere else to go. It's time to start a new challenge. This is completion, all right? You know, you've done your best. You're great at it, but time to start something new now, all right? That's something's over. Your below position is Major Arcana. You have the Magus card, number 1 in the Major Arcana. All right, he's highly skilled, knowledgeable, artistic, talented. You know, he's the conjurer. He can conjure his life any way he wants it. And you can too. Giving you the energy to start something new. Something's over, but you got the Magus energy to take one of your other skills to the top, a challenge, right? Well, you know, one of your skills, artistic, whatever it is. And this magician can help you get it done. All right. So that's fantastic energy, you know, winning energy, highly skilled, intelligent, communicating. You know, he's pulling all those ropes and pulleys, creating his new reality by his vibration, really. You know, you create it by your vibration. What you're thinking of is what you create. So if you keep focusing on this, you'll get more of that. That's what I said. Forget that. Start something new, right? You've already showed what you can do. You can do more of it. You can take some other things to the top. All right. All right, that's Capricorn. Your past position, which could be yesterday or last weekend, we have Sun in Gemini, 10 of Swords, ruin. Okay, so the 10 card indicates that some timeline in your life's over. So does this card. All right, something's over in your life. All right, and the ruin, this is the Thoth Tarot deck, so it's called ruin. That's the tamping down of creativity, right? I always say that. It's like if you're a musician, an artist, a writer, photographer, something like that. You're not in a place where you can do your creative thing, and it's being tamped down, and that is no good. You have to have your creativity. You got to use that creativity of that magician. So the situation is coming to an end that's holding you down, all right? That's in the past, so that could be yesterday, all right? Time to take on a new challenge. Okay, here's your new challenge. Your future position is Sun in Aries, 3 of Wands, virtue. All right, that's the new energy, the spring-like energy in behind those wands. That's, you've made a decision now. You're moving forward with the new project. This is the 3. This is the 4 of Wands. Okay, something's over, and now you're going to take another skill, Capricorn, something else, and take that one to the top as well. All right, the ruin's over. You get your creativity back. You're in a better spot. Maybe you move or something, get a better position to do your creative work, and there you are doing it. All right, Capricorn, in your near future position, we have the Prince of Swords. Okay, he rules communication and speaking. Highly intelligent, highly intuitive, and he will give you the right words to say. All right? In whatever it is, in ending something and starting something new. This prince will give you the perfect verbal skills, the articulation, being able to get your message across, and maybe a message is coming in. Look out for some messages coming in as well, Capricorn, in the near future. In your mind, what you're thinking, we have the Ace of Discs. All right, this is a brand new beginning, and this is about material resources and wealth. So this may be this new thing you're starting, right? Because, you know, something's come to an end. You're going to take another skill to the top with the help of this magician. All right, and that's it. Your ace, your new beginning. That's a whirling emblem of creativity there. Okay, so some other skill you're going to start, and you'll take that one to the top too. All right, Capricorn. So that's a whole new beginning. Could be a new place to live, could be a new creative endeavor, could be a new love. Okay, could be a new job. All right. In your environment, Capricorn, we have number 20 of the Major Arcana, the Aeon card. Second last card of the Major Arcana. This one indicates something's timeline is coming to an end. This one indicates a timeline's coming to an end. And this one indicates a timeline's coming to an end. So you may be moving. You may be getting a new job, right? Like I said, something's over. And the universe is asking you, Capricorn, to walk through that portal there. You don't know what's behind it, but this is in your environment. So you got to make a big step in your environment, okay? And trust. You got to trust in the process. Trust, right? And walk through that portal. And everything you want is behind that portal. It's time to make the move, all right? Because 3 cards indicating something's over. Time to move on to the new, right? All right, Capricorn, your hopes and fears. You have the 8 of Swords, interference. All right, so there'll be some delays, some setbacks, you know, on the way. But this card is also about maybe you're putting yourself on the timeout. You know, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's the lady with the blindfold on and the swords are around her, like it's a self-imposed time out, just like this Hangman card, taking a time out to get a new perspective on life, okay? And then when you're ready, you'll come out of that. You'll take the blindfold off, you'll see things in a new perspective, and away you go, okay? This is kind of the same, all right? Taking a time out, getting a new perspective, these delays, setbacks, they might be, you know, self-imposed. All right, the final card in the outcome of this reading, Capricorn. We have the best card in the whole deck. Major Arcana, we have the Sun card. So it's all worth it, right? Get you to the happy card. You know, look at the high vibrations coming off that Sun. This is absolute bliss, happiness, balance, a big win, triumph, health after illness. This is the happiest card in the whole deck. So all those endings, you know, they're for a reason, right? Capricorn, and taking that time out is for a reason too. And then you get to the beautiful Sun card, and anything can happen. Love, you know, wealth, anything. This is triumph and big, huge luck. And this is where you want to be. And that's where you ended up. And that's beautiful. The journey was worth it, you know. It's a rocky road. But then you get there. All right, Capricorn, that's beautiful reading. I like to conclude with one animal spirit card, please, for Capricorn. It's a journey. That is well worth it, right? All right, one card. Wombat spirit, be at home. I'm going to read it. I love this one. This is a little crown on it. This is a good one. 68. It's so cute. Could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks, because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though. You can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with All right, the wombat. And I say, like, just let your freak flag fly. Be yourself. Look at him with his little crown on. And he's not ashamed of being himself. No matter what, Capricorn, just be yourself. All right, Capricorn, that was a great reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I'll catch you next time.